city begins with a reason. A force that draws people together, shapes their future, and gives them life. For Addis Ababa, that force was water. Long before roads and high-rises, rivers flowed down from the Entoto Mountains, the Kebena, the Kechene. Clear, alive, life-giving. They shaped where the city would be born. They defined how people lived. These rivers were not background scenery. They were the center of daily life. Children played along their banks. Families gathered at the water's edge. The rivers belonged to everyone. But as the city grew, a quiet tragedy unfolded. Addis Ababa expanded faster than it could care for what sustained it. The rivers were pushed aside, ignored, misused. Waste replaced water. Sewage flowed where life once thrived. What had given birth to the city became its forgotten backyard. A resident would later say, "We destroyed it ourselves, and it is deeply regrettable." The change was painful. The smell of decay replaced the sound of flowing water. Fish disappeared. Disease followed. The riverbanks became dark, isolated spaces, places people feared to enter. Crime replaced community. A city built by rivers had turned its back on its own origin. And with that came a question, a defining question. Can a city heal what it has damaged? Can it reclaim what it has forgotten? For Addis Ababa, the answer became a decision to confront decades of neglect, a decision not to hide the rivers any longer, a decision to bring them back to life. The vision was bold, not just to clean the rivers, but to completely redefine their role, from danger to destination, from neglect to pride. The city called it a new look for Addis. But vision alone is never enough. The work began where the rivers begin. High in the Entoto Mountains, water-draining eucalyptus trees were removed. Native trees were planted in their place. Springs were given space to recover. Soil erosion was addressed using ancient Ethiopian knowledge. Terracing techniques perfected by the Konso people. Old wisdom guiding modern solutions. New sewer systems intercepted waste before it could reach the rivers. Laws were enforced. Pollution was no longer ignored. And along the riverbanks, the transformation became visible. Green corridors emerged. Parks replaced dumping grounds. Walkways and bicycle paths followed the flow of water. The rivers were no longer hidden. They became part of everyday city life again. This transformation was not only environmental, it was economic. Thousands of jobs were created. Young people were organized into enterprises. Work became ownership. Ownership became pride. Progress came with difficult choices. Informal settlements along the rivers had to be cleared. Families were relocated. Communities were disrupted. It was painful. But it was part of reclaiming public land for public life. The scale was historic. A continuous green corridor stretching more than 20 kilometers from Entoto to Peacock Park. The city became a construction site. And slowly, a new Addis Ababa began to appear. Bridges now connect neighborhoods once divided by deep ravines. Flood control systems protect the city during heavy rains. Light replaced darkness. Nowhere is the change more powerful than at Peacock Park. Once a dumping ground, once avoided, today it is alive. An artificial lake, boating, public plazas, wedding halls, families, children, a place reborn. And the greatest transformation is not what was built. It is how people feel. Residents speak of pride, of relief, of belonging. Families have places to walk, to breathe, to rest. Children play where fear once lived. The riverbanks are safe again. Crime has faded. Community has returned. In healing its rivers, Addis Ababa has healed itself. At the heart of this project is a simple philosophy. Back to origin. Back to clean water. Back to history. Back to identity. Back to Finfinnen. The rivers now cool the city. They improve air quality. They protect against floods. They connect neighborhoods. They reconnect people. What were once scars are now lifelines. But the story is not finished. The future asks hard questions. Will maintenance match ambition? Will laws continue to be enforced? Will communities protect what has been rebuilt? And what of those displaced in the name of renewal? These questions do not weaken the achievement. They define its responsibility. The vision continues. Plans extend the river corridors across more than 40 kilometers. A cable car from Entoto is imagined, connecting nature, transport, and tourism. In the years ahead, success will be measured simply. Clean rivers, living public spaces, a city that remembers where it came from. A river never stops flowing. It carries memory, change, renewal. The story of Addis Ababa's rivers is the story of the city itself, born from water, scarred by neglect, reclaimed through determination. This is not just an urban project. It is a declaration that cities can heal, that nature can return, that the future can be chosen. In reclaiming its rivers, Addis Ababa is reclaiming its reflection. And in that reflection, a city moves forward.